yards there as they got themselves a first down.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Stroud looking to change the play. Back to throw now on first down. A repeat of the last play, finding Walker. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. Consecutive catches for him. That good for 11.
First and 10.
Looks like they'll move things around here. Again, it's Stroud. He's got room at the 30. And down to the 27-yard line.
So this game, Charles, you know, we talk about potential unbeaten seasons a lot. It feels like every year at some point in the season we talk about that. But this is one of those games where if you're unbeaten, you got to be careful. You can't take this one too lightly.
You're exactly right about that. And by rights, this should be a cakewalk. Almost a week off. Let the starters run up the score in the first half. Backups get to play in the second. But you and I both know the funny things sometimes happen when you think this way. So it's incumbent upon the starters to really play well to make it work for this team.
And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up first and goal.
First down and goal to go.
Stroud. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Alec Pierce, a 9-yard touchdown ground. And the Broncos are able to widen their advantage. Extra point from McManus is good. And the lead is up to 8.
Visitors 13.
The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
First down and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Now Penix going to hold on to it. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in. They just got to throw this one away.
Second and 10. Now Penix. Now he's going to step up and run. To the left side, he gets this one to Ibuka. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Result is a first down.
Penix working out of the gun here. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he wisely will throw that one away. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he'll just get rid of it.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. He's got his receiver. That's Ibuka. And he'll get nothing out of that one. So he stopped for no gain. And it'll be 4th down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
On the bootleg, it's Penix. Hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position. Stroud, he's going to audible to something else. They'll try and start this drive in the air. A short pass here taken in by Laporta. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And they'll shift things around. Stroud looking to throw. Well, that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
Throwing now is Stroud. Fighting to stay upright. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. Here's 3rd and 6.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Stroud to throw it. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. And Stroud now to throw. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
Here we go. Hey, Uno. Hey, 11. Hey, Uno more. Why Tony?
Here's Stroud. Sam Laporta as the first half is winding down. And the Broncos will extend their lead here just before halftime. McManus's point after is good. And the lead is up to 15 now. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball, just go ahead, finish up the half, and get on out and talk about it.
2nd and 12 at the 18-yard line.
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And how about this line out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators, they sell their key plays each and every week to their head coach, don't they? And I guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
At the 45-yard line.
And movement by one of the Broncos up front, and in comes the flag.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he will slow it down with a good gain.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Now Stroud.
Can't get away, and he's taken down.
That's Gregory Rousseau getting in there to bring him down. Remember, they had the nice gain on the previous play, but they just gave a lot of it back right there on that sack.
Yeah, they get the sack, get back some real estate. Felt like the type of play that can spark you deep.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against?
And that'll be a free 5 yards for the offense.
Just like a tennis match, that's just an unforced error. Stay alert, don't jump early, and give them free yardage.
A boost here to start the drive. After the penalty, it's 1st and 5.
Let's go.
They'll throw with Penix. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going. Trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the 3rd quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
2nd and 5. Here's Penix.
Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. He has it complete to Christian Watson.
And they're going to move it down the inside the 25.
19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
To the air, Penix.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown.
Chase Claypool.
His first touchdown on the year. And his guys are able to close that gap just a bit.
So they get their tight end away from the line to the outside, and he works his way in for 6.
Tight ends are not just blockers anymore. I don't know how many more times we need examples, but here's a great one. Gets to the outside, they give him the ball pretty quickly, and they trust him to get those extra yards. And boy, did he come through, pulling his way into the end zone after the nice catch.
28. Visitors 21.
Boy, it's only a one-score game. 3rd quarter, mind you, but they're going to go for the onside kick right here. And the Broncos are going to get the football. I know they're down, but starting the 3rd quarter there with the onside kick, what'd you think?
Well, I think that they're looking at it as we may not have as many possessions in this game as we want. There may be that sense and that feel. But they've got to go ahead and make something happen. Steal possession, try to steal some points, and get themselves right back in a position to try and win the game.
It's a gain of 22 yards. Broncos first down.
Stroud out of the gun here.
Touchdown! A great play there with his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year.
And the Broncos are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that. truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, put the same tempo and the same pace.
Back to the sideline, and it's intercepted. Rasul Douglas picks it. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
It's not about pressure to affect the accuracy and the timing of a guy trying to throw the football. And on that play, they ended up flushing him to his left, contacted him as he's trying to throw the football, and that led to the incompletion.
And looking to throw, Penix. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Penix. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Looking to throw, Penix. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Rasul Douglas picks it. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. Well, if there was any thought that this thing might turn around for this offense in the second half, I think those thoughts pretty well dashed after that interception return there.
It just has not been a good outing for this unit whatsoever. There's no other way to say it. They've been overmatched, haven't performed to the level that they've needed, and that throw there just going to contribute to this game getting out of hand.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Operating from the gun, Penix. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the headlines, but incomplete. So the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
Well, this is where the mile-high air really starts to affect an opposing offense. Guys moving a bit slowly here. It's 3rd and long.
He'll look to throw. Going for the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
They are going for it. Penix. He'll try to do it himself. Now he'll throw deep left side. That is incomplete. A surprising move to go for it predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off, and that will force a turnover on downs. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. They'll find McMillan here. But he's out of bounds right around the 10-yard line.
13 yards.
It's a 13-yard pickup as the downs reset. Stroud. That's complete right around the 8. They'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Sam Laporta with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Broncos get another 3rd-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. It's caught at the 1.
I know we can sit up here and dance around it a little bit, but going for 2 in this situation, somebody doesn't like someone else. There's no doubt in my mind.
Well, what they couldn't see is you lean back in your chair and you went, yeah, that's not a good decision. They didn't get it, though.
Yeah, I don't think you just say, well, my kicker's hurt in this play.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown, so now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it, sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try to pick themselves back up. And once he escaped the pocket there, he tried to keep those eyes downfield, but nothing was materializing. So he makes a smart move and gets that to the sideline.
Now Penix. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. They're backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the 1st.
Let's go.
4th quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Prime Time. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 11.
Cougar 19.
Back to throw here. Now Penix going to hold on to it. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down.
He didn't like what he saw downfield, decided his best course of action was to take off and run. And that ended up being a gamble that did not pay off for him. Now they would have to gamble again if they want to keep this series going.
They'll go for it. Here's Penix. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over.
Stroud wants to change it up with an audible.
They'll
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Another try after the first down sack. Stroud looking left side, and he's got him in. That's Walker. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Now they'll change things up. On first down, he'll drop to throw. To the right side, hauled in by McMillan. And he takes a pop at the end of that one. It'll be a gain of about 4.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Here we go.
At the 11-yard line.
Hey, uno. 19 tech. What? Why Tony?
Throwing again on 2nd down. Stroud. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Hey, 11.
Here goes Stroud again. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Touchdown, Broncos. Sam Laporta from 10 yards out. And the Broncos add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Shifts past him. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. He'll look to throw. And he's going to be brought down back at his own 6-yard line. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Brandon, as you know, sometimes it's a lot tougher to run with these tight ends nowadays in the NFL. They're just bigger wide receivers. He lined up on the left side of the formation, ran a drag route across the field, and tried to work his way open. He was able to make the catch, but the defenders were there, couldn't do a whole lot with it afterwards.
He'll try to do it himself, and it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair.
11.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. Another touchdown in the 4th quarter. And, Charles, I think we can start to consider that this undefeated streak of theirs is going to be safe for another week.
And, partner, you don't make it this far into a season without a loss unless you're getting contributions from both sides of the ball and sometimes even your special teams. And that's been true today. Each side helping guide them to this one lead.
The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
First down and 10. At their own 18-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Here's Smith. A quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
Coverage is awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. They snap it to Smith. He'll try to do it himself. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete.
Stroud looking to change the play.
South. At 18. Hey, uno more.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And he's got Pierce. And they are able to stop it, but he does take it all the way to the 2.
21 yards. That's good.
And now an audible here into something else.
1st and goal.
Stroud working out of the gun.
And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
Well, business as usual for them. Well on their way to another victory. Riding a serious wave of momentum from what we've seen. And so far, they haven't met their match. So if you're going to play this team in the future, your mission is clear. You better be ready to play and match their firepower.
The Broncos will line up for the 2-point conversion.
And boy, talk about adding insult to injury. He's into the end zone to tack on 2 more.
70. Visitors 21.
The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, we're not outside this game has been. Even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
Now 2nd and 5.
13X. Come on. 53.
Gravity Lions. Ready.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. They'll come up now 3rd and 3.
Hey, here we go.
Smith. The swing out wide to Jacobs. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. It goes for a gain of 10, and it's a 1st down. Well, a touchdown here on this drive, it wouldn't really put much of a dent in the score, the deficit right now, but as you mentioned in the past, CD, their coach is probably just hoping to see something executed correctly on this drive before we close out the ball game.
Yeah, and I think that every guy who's on the field has to feel exactly the same way, because if not, they might be looking for replacements. Treat every drive as if it's your last and make it a successful one in some small way.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go at each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for the Broncos, they keep on rolling 10-0 now to start the year. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week. Meanwhile, for our visitors, the turnaround hasn't materialized as they fall to 2-7. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.